Paramount docuseries. It's a brand new series, and today I've got directors and producers Rhonda Schwartz and Brian Ross, and we're talking about Handsome Devil, Charming Killer. I got a chance to see a couple of the episodes. This guy was something else. Rhonda, how does he charm these women?
Well, first of all, I should say that we started this project because we saw he was charming the whole world right from the courtroom. Somehow his face attracted millions of followers to watch, and even during his sentencing period, after he had been convicted of murdering two women, tens of thousands of women and others were sending him hearts and flowers online. So that was where we saw this amazing attraction and first really focused on this phenomena of Wade Wilson.
How did you get involved, Brian?
Well, as Rhonda says, we were watching this trial unfold and we thought there's a real story here beyond just the tragedy of the two people he killed. The fact that he caused so much pain to the family of the two families of the two women, to the community in Florida where he lived. And then you have women around the world praising him, raving about him, trying to marry him. They want to have his children. It's something that didn't connect, and we wanted to figure out what's behind all this.
That's the other thing. What is behind this? Rhonda, why do you think women were so attracted to this man after all that he did?
Well, one of the first things we did as reporters was try to talk to as many of the people as we could, first who met him in real life. And we are fortunate in the film to bring you interviews with a few women who really sat down and bared their soul to talk about this experience with the hindsight of a few years. And they basically, Mila Montanez, who was his girlfriend at the time of these murders, said she thought he was the one. He was that guy who opened doors, who sent flowers, who was very charming in real life. And she talked about his eyes. He had these beautiful eyes she fell in love with. And Alexis Williams met him later after he had already been accused of the murders and started a jailhouse correspondence. And he was so charming to her that she fell in love with him over the jailhouse phone calls. Both women later were completely disillusioned, shocked and they, several years later now, they have sat down for the first time to talk about that. But those charming eyes and his smooth tongue devil, his chat and his talk really reeled them in.
Speaking of charming eyes, Brian, again, we talked about women always saying this, even in some of my relationships, and I kind of look at them when they say that you're the one. What do you think they mean by you're the one? What are they looking for?
Looking for a man to be a partner is what I think everyone's looking for, a soulmate of some sort. And Alexis Williams told us that no one had ever made her laugh so much in his jailhouse phone calls. She wanted to believe he was innocent. She bought suits for him out of her own money so he could go to court and look good. She sort of rationalized everything until she began to hear the testimony at the trial, and particularly the son of Diane Ruiz, one of his two victims, who talked about the pain that he had felt, that he almost took his own life after his mother was killed. And it was that point that Alexis said, I get it. I've been conned. And she turned on him, finally. But her journey is so fascinating, as Rhonda was saying, because she typifies, a lot of women who go for these jailhouse characters. And then, fortunately, in Alexis' case, she saw the light.
The one girl we talked about before. I'm sorry, Rhonda, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you and I talked before about the one girl whose girlfriend said, "Hey, something ain't right about this guy. We need more women like that." Talk about that a little bit because she saw right through him.
Well, it was so interesting to talk to Mila's girlfriend Amy, who was very helpful. She immediately she said, "My radar is up. There's something wrong here." Fortunately, she was present when he attacked Mila, and I think she really saved her. I think she really saved her. And this is not an uncommon thing for, I think you're lucky if you have a good girlfriend who gives you a second opinion. But one of the things that was striking about this is all these people who came in contact with Wade, they were there's nothing, you know, they were not, they were just normal women looking for love and encounter him in different ways. And it's so that was something that really came across, and they shared their journey with them because they really hoped that other women would take away some of this message of keep your eyes open, be wary, keep your radar up. But even the prosecutors in this case, first they had rarely done a case that had this kind of social media phenomena surrounding it. And they talked at first about what, you know, they talked for the first time here at length about some of their insights into the case, the investigation, and the prosecution. But when the court was requested to release the jailhouse phone calls of Wade Wilson, they absolutely released them. And the prosecutors later noted that they thought it was important for all these women to hear that there were so many of them, dozens and dozens, that he was professing love to while he was asking for money at the same time.
Brian, he was truly a con man, wasn't he?
He was a con man, and he sort of acknowledges in interviews with the police that he has used his charm and his good looks throughout his life to get what he wants. And probably at some level, he thought he could get away with it. He could talk his way out of it somehow. At one point, he is stopped by police right after one of the murders and tries to talk his way out of it, flees, takes off. But he is a con man, as we have discussed often, James. Charm is not character, and he did not get away with it. He's sitting on death row right now, and is facing a time at the electric chair.
I've been speaking with directors and producers Rhonda Schwartz, Brian Ross. It's Paramount docuseries Handsome Devil, Charming Killer. Thank you both for joining us. Rhonda, woo, this is something else. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, James.
Thank you, James.
All right.